self-belief is a critical part of speaking up. When you believe in yourself, your words have more certainty and you have more conviction. You're able to communicate your message in a way that really lands with people. They're able to hear and understand what you want to say. But our beliefs are not always that helpful. And so in this video, I'm going to share 5 questions that can help to start to raise awareness about the beliefs that you have about yourself and help you to find ways to change those unhelpful beliefs into more helpful ones that in turn can give you that confidence to speak up when you really want to. Now, a little bit about beliefs to start off with. Beliefs about ourselves can be as simple as, well, I think I'm good at maths, or I don't think I'm that good at tennis, or I think and I believe that I come from a good family. So they can be things as simple as that. But it's our core beliefs that I'm really interested in terms of beliefs that we can work with that can really help to make big inroads into our ability to speak up for ourselves. Now, according to Dr. Nicole LePera in her book, How to Do the Work, core beliefs are those beliefs that have been with us for a very, very long time. And they form a key part of how we see ourselves in the world. So they really form a key part of our perception about our identity. Now, those core beliefs, as the name core indicates, really have been there for a long time. In fact, most of them have been developed by the time we're 7 years old. Now, the way we create them is that we pick up on voices in the environment, we observe and experience different experiences that all together create these patterns that we then turn into beliefs about ourselves. Now, the thing about those core beliefs is that they are interpretations of experiences and thoughts that we've had, and they create particular patterns, but they don't just sit there in an inert way. Once we have a belief, our brain then actually goes to work to find more evidence to confirm that that belief is true. And it's a process that's called confirmation bias. So what happens is that our beliefs start to actually create and confirm our reality. Now, the strength of our brain's ability to confirm what we believe to be true was actually shown in a study that was published in the British Medical Journal a couple of years ago, where they had some people who came to doctors with a sort of problem that they had. Half of them were given surgery and the other half were given a placebo, which means they had no intervention, but they were told that that particular thing was going to work. What they found is that 51% of the people that were given the placebo improved just as much as the people who were given the surgery. And so we have this really strong tendency to confirm what it is that we already believe. In that case, people who were told that they were going to get better from having a placebo confirmed that they actually did feel better, even though they had no intervention. So what this means is that our beliefs really do serve to create our reality. But equally, we can change our reality to change our beliefs. So it works both ways. Now, here's 5 questions that can help with that. Question number 1 is to first of all ask yourself, well, what are my core beliefs? So just doing a little bit of an audit and taking some time to think about what your beliefs are. It might be helpful to draw up 2 columns and have one titled helpful beliefs and the other titled unhelpful beliefs. So what are the things that really help you in particular to speak up, to find your voice, to ask for what you want? And what are the unhelpful beliefs that may have the opposite effect and create doubt and hold you back? So that's the first thing. What are your core beliefs? The second question to ask is, well, where did that belief actually come from? This is really useful to ask to get an understanding and to raise an awareness that beliefs haven't always been there and that you've picked them up from a particular time or place or a phrase, something someone said, an experience that you had, and that therefore you can start to separate yourself from having that belief be who you always are. Now, an example for me is that I had a core belief that to be valued and to be lovable and belong, I had to be famous. And that belief drove me to strive to prove myself, to look for ways to gain attention or to have opportunities that put me in the spotlight. And the driver for that was this belief that I needed to do that to somehow be valuable. And so that is an unhelpful belief because it simply drives this striving, searching, and seeking that eventually can be quite exhausting. Now, there's a quote from the School of Life that goes something like, an inner voice started off as an outer voice, and sometimes our inner voices need to be edited. So that question about where does my beliefs come from can help with that editing and that auditing. Now, question number 3 then is to ask, well, if I didn't have this belief, who would I be? So if we took an unhelpful belief away, who would you be? How would you be experiencing life? What would you be thinking? Would you be speaking up more? Would you be asking more for what you want? Would you be creating a different type of life? What this question does is it helps you to create possibility for something else if that's what you want. So question number 3 is to consider, who would I be if I didn't have this belief? Question number 4 is, what new thought could I think to create a new belief? Given beliefs are thoughts that we repeat over and over again and they create patterns, we can start to put in different thoughts to create new patterns, which then creates new beliefs. Question number 5 is, what action could you take to create a new belief? So just like we can work from our mind with our thoughts, we can also work with our body to create new beliefs in our mind, given our mind-body connection. So pick something small, a small daily action that can stretch you a little bit, that can challenge your old belief and help you to create a new belief. I hope you found those 5 questions of value as one way to get started toward building greater self-belief, which in turn can help you speak up with greater confidence and conviction and get your message across. Now, if you'd like to connect with me in further detail and more regularly, please go to my website, which is sharonnatoli.com, and you can sign up for my fortnightly newsletter, which is all about inspiration connected to finding your voice. You'll also find details on upcoming events and details about my coaching program, Self-Talk Mastery, which can help you to speak up with confidence and find your voice so that you can start living your best life sooner